Leo asked, how do I overcome my approach anxiety? I get in my own head way too much. So I struggle with turning my own brain off and just being able to go up to people. Feels like I still have the remnants of the beta tendencies from my life before self improvement. What would be your biggest tip on destroying these? This is a great question, Leo, and it resonates with me a lot. Back when I was at university, when I was in my early 20s, I suffered with extreme approach anxiety. I really wanted to befriend masculine men because I wanted to become more masculine myself. But I would always have this self limiting belief, this insecurity, that if I ever went up to a group of guys in the gym, or if I went up to a group of guys in the park or when they're playing sports, they would see me as inferior to them. Maybe I'm not strong enough in the way I look. Maybe they can sense that I don't have that great of a social life like they do. Maybe they can see that I'm not as successful or as wealthy as them. And so because of that, I never approached truly masculine men out of this fear of rejection. And similarly, when I was at university, I really wanted to date. I wanted a girlfriend so badly. I thought it would be so cute and wholesome just to have this pretty girl by my side that we can hold hands, we can cuddle, we can kiss. Nothing even sexual, nothing extravagant, just like having a best friend that was female. But again, because of my approach anxiety, whenever I would see a really cute girl, just a decent girl, outside, I would never approach her. I would never say hi because I had this fear that there is something inherently wrong with me that she would be able to spot instantly. I was convinced that girls here in the UK where I live wouldn't like me because I'm brown skin, or maybe because I'm not tall enough, or maybe because I'm not attractive enough or I'm not wealthy enough. And so because of that, I suffered years of loneliness, the years of depression. You find it hard, Leo, just like how I found it hard, because you've never done it before. Your self-limiting beliefs and your own insecurity have put you in this vicious loop where you don't feel comfortable in approaching other masculine men or feminine women because of your insecurities. But then that causes you to feel lonely. That causes you to develop more insecurities, even more of a self-esteem. So you're now even less likely to do it. Let's change this around. Let me give you an example. Let's say here, if Leo wasn't asking about approaching new people, let's say he was talking about the gym. Let's say Leo said, I really want to go to the gym. I want to build a body like you, Danish, or like your brother Hamza. But I'm really anxious. My lizard brain keeps telling me that if I went to the gym, all the big and buff guys there would just laugh at me because I'm small and scrawny. And all the girls there who are like Instagram models, influencers, they would laugh at me because they think I'm trying too hard, because they don't find me attractive at all. They'll make jokes about me. And I'm scared that if I go to the gym, I'll just injure myself because I don't know what I'm doing. What would you say to Leo then? My advice would be, it's okay. That's completely normal. You feel this way because you've never been to the gym before. What you'll actually find when you do go is, yes, there are going to be really big guys in the gym, but they're actually really friendly. They probably have friends who aren't into gym and fitness at all. So they don't judge. They go to the gym just to work on their own self-improvement. They probably don't even register you, and I mean that in a good way. They're more focused on their workouts than trying to judge and pick on somebody smaller than them. Similarly with women, if you went to the gym, you wouldn't actually see that many Instagram influencers wearing ultra revealing clothing. What you'd probably see is just normal women, young, middle aged, old, just going to the gym so they can become healthier. They don't look at you with disgust or think that you're unattractive. Again, they're just focused on themselves. And if you actually went up to these guys or these girls, they'd most likely find you pretty cool. They wouldn't just judge you based on how you look, they'll look at you, the whole picture, your personality, how you approach them, what kind of language you use, your body language, everything. Not just your negatives, but your positives. So you can see how if Leo was talking about the gym, we would tell him it's normal to feel this way, but in reality, the experience would be vastly different. But the most important thing is just go to the gym. Just go once. When you go that one time and you see that your fears aren't even applicable, they're not even reasonable, how much easier will it be to go to the gym a second time? A lot easier, right? The first time you do something, it's always very hard because you've never really done it before. But the second time you do it, the third time you do it, you have real life experience to help you become a better version of yourself. Like with injury, if you go to the gym, yes, of course, there's a risk that you might injure yourself. That risk applies to everyone. But if you do the workouts quite carefully, quite in line with modern day teachings, like say if you look at some YouTube videos on how to do the correct exercise with the correct techniques, the risk of injury is virtually non-existent. So coming back to Leo's original problem, how to overcome his approach anxiety. All you need to do is just get experience. That's it. The first time will be the hardest. The first time that you approach a guy who you think is pretty cool and you think, hey, me and him could become friends, who knows? That first time will be the hardest. Let's say it doesn't work out. Let's say you go chat to him, but he's not really feeling you. And you're like, yeah, me and him aren't really compatible as friends. How much easier will it be now to go up to a different guy? Because you've already done it. You've already been through the experience of going up to someone new, introducing yourself, talking to them about something, getting to know a little bit about them. You have some experience to base your next time on. And this experience can be positive or negative. If you want to go approach a girl, but you have approach anxiety, but you force yourself to do it anyway because you know that experience is king, and the encounter doesn't go well. Maybe you go and talk to this girl and you stutter a lot, you spaz up, you come across as a very anxious, very socially inept person. That's okay, because it was your first time. Nobody succeeds to a complete level on their first time. If we did, then everyone would be ultra successful in everything. But because, let's say, you had this negative experience where it didn't go well, you can then reflect on it. You can then think, okay, what did I do well? Even though the overall experience that I gained, the outcome, it wasn't that great. What did I do well? Well, I approached this girl, even though I was feeling very anxious. That's always a positive. Although I stuttered, I actually did say my name and I, made up like a friendly reason just to go talk to her. I came across a little bit spazzy because I kept messing up my words, but at least I maintained eye contact. So based on what went well, you now know that for next time, you'll do more of these. The things that went well, you can now do more of them the next time you approach a girl. And then similarly, also reflect on what specific things didn't go well. When I approached this girl, I stuttered a lot. Why did I stutter a lot? Well, I was anxious, but it was also because I was talking really fast. So what do you think Leo should do next time? Now that he has this evidence, these results to formulate a better encounter for the next time. When he sees another girl and he goes up to her, he'll remember, I tend to stutter when I talk fast. So with this girl, I'm going to talk a little bit slower, still relaxed, still authentic, but I will take my time to say things rather than just blurting them out. If you do what I'm telling you, which is to get more experience, Leo, and for anyone else who's suffering with this, it will eliminate approach anxiety forever. I was an extremely insecure and anxious person. And when I started applying this kind of mindset to approaching people, I literally did a complete 180 in a matter of weeks, not even months, just weeks. Experience is everything. Doesn't matter if it's always positive or it's always negative or it's a little bit of both. But just get experience. That's the hardest thing that you have to do. And I promise when you do it, the second time, not only will it be a lot more pleasant for you, the chances of it being a positive experience with a positive outcome will be far, far greater.